Okay, whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and give me a countdown. I'll get you started.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go. All right. So this is Sonic Adventure 2 Battle Hero Story. In this run, we're going to be playing through the Hero Story side of the game. We start off in City Escape, and we're here on this little, snowboard thing. Basically, we just want to jump on these ramps in the right way, so well, I guess one of them in the right way, but they give you a lot of speed. Speed is good. We like going fast. We're going to be a little bit to the left, so we don't, like, hit that wall there. There's that. So we're going to be going through, like, the basic movement. So, homing attack cancels, spin dashes, and spin dash chains are basically what you'll be seeing throughout the run. I'm going to focus a little bit here, because there's a really difficult trick coming up. Get it? I'm going to go for it again. This trick saves like 30 seconds, and if I can get a second try, it still saves time. That's unfortunate. Oh well. I lost a bit of time there. So that trick is actually really difficult. Basically, it's a series of very precise inputs, and really right in a row. It'd be very, very hard to hit. It's also incredibly dependent on position and speed, so if either one of those is slightly off, you will not get the trick. You also need to jump at the very end of the ramp. So, to explain what a spin dash is, well, it's what I'm doing right now. Sonic's in this little ball, he moves faster, but there's a downside to this. He loses his speed very fast when he's in ball form. So, what we do is something called spin dash chaining, where we cut him out of ball form, where he doesn't lose his speed nearly as fast, and then go back into ball form, so we can keep on maintaining that speed. Because whenever you spin dash, it actually stores your speed, the speed you had before you spin dashed. So that's very nice, and we can use that, we use that pretty much any time we're not going downhill, because there's no point in when we're going downhill anyways, because we're already constantly accelerating. What we're doing here is we're doing, like, spin dash charges right over the hills, just so that, we don't have to fly off them. And that was actually a really good truck section. I have not had one that good in a very long time. That was practically perfect. So 212 is definitely not terrible, especially because I attempted C-skip twice. It's actually pretty good. And homing attacks, just homing attack, and homing attack cancel is, you press A, and then, like, an action button. This cancels the homing attack, its homing ability, and just kind of like acts like an air boost, like you'd see in one of the more modern Sonic games. So we use that. It doesn't actually move any faster, but its speed depletes slower, so it's rather nice. You can also continue holding the action button out of it. So yeah, and just charge a spin dash when you land. So this is Bigfoot. We beat him up. You're actually supposed to wait for him to fly around and land, but we're fast. We don't need to do that. Instead, we just jump on some boxes and bop him on the head. 69 ALML. Next up is Knuckles' first stage. Knuckles, there's no real great way to deal with it aside from just, hey, memorize everything. It's definitely the most intimidating part of learning the run. Oops, nice free piece. I couldn't get it though. But it's actually not as bad as people make it out to be. Alright, I saw Draco do something here. That was pretty cool. I messed up. Oh no, I got bully boxed. So there's a bunch of free piece checks in this level, or in any level of Knuckles. One of them is this box right behind you, and the piece is called a bird box. And it can be in either one of those. Oh dear. There we go. And if it's in that one, you can't really see it. We tend to clip our camera into the box behind us so we can try to see it, but it wasn't there. So I tend to call that piece bully box if it's in the wrong place. Now, the piece I grabbed at the end there, I saw when I was going up. That piece is called the Altar of 6 Pillars. It just kind of flies around. This is Eggman 1. He's a chump. He is the easiest boss in the entire game. You shoot him and he dies. It's that simple. Tails 1 is more aggressive, making him a lot harder. Tails 1 can actually kill you. Up. 1420. But yeah, that's Eggman 1. He's dead. Now we got Prison Lane. Tails' first action stage. In the mechs, you got this gun. A lot of people don't like these because they're clunky and slow. So, in the mech stages, it's actually less about gaining speed, like it is with Sonic, and more about maintaining speed. Because, you know, it's annoying to have to speed up again. So, you'll be seeing me jump around all these corners here to try to maintain speed. When Tails takes a sharp turn, he'll slow down a lot. So we try to avoid that when we can. Gradual turns is fine, but definitely not sharp turns. So even though jumping, it moves a little bit slower than normal walking, it's definitely worth it because we only lose a little bit of a speed as opposed to most of it. Here we're going to shoot through this wall and hit an enemy. That opens a gate later on, so we don't have to wait in front of it. This one right here. I just passed it. If you've noticed, I've been jumping on these little things here. That just lets me get up sooner. It's just simply, it saves a few seconds. It saves like, what, 1 or 2 each, depending on how high you jump. Right. No early shot. You can shoot that guy early. It's nice. So we're going to shoot an enemy right there. That guy opens up the gate that we need to go through right there. I missed the jump. So that's nice. We shoot him a bit earlier. Throughout the level I was doing, there are these 2 gate hops, and they basically just let you not have to take the elevators. And elevators are slow, so it'd be preferable if we didn't have to take them. So coming up is Metal Harbor. It is not a hard stage, but it is definitely not an easy stage or an easy stage, or it's definitely not a hard stage to die on. It's very easy to die on. I'd say it's probably the easiest level to die on in the entire run. The level of, you know, optimization and whatnot that goes into this one can make a lot of, you know, very, not even that difficult, but sometimes dangerous tricks. It punishes you a lot more than any of the other levels. So I'll be focusing a little bit here. So you get the light shoes. Holding up there will actually make you fly into the air. So we don't do that. We go neutral instead. That was a variation on a strat called pulley skip. That version is personally for me easier. Okay, please get under. It's really swag too. It's kind of hard to explain what goes into it. Basically, you get something known as a pseudo super bounce off of being like wedged between 2 areas, being the platform in the box, and just kind of flying into the air. Also, I jumped after the boost pad to kind of cancel my speed so I could get over to the next area without flying really high into the air. That's something I did. Okay, we're good. It's a bit close. Yeah, that was Metal Harbor. Also, at the end there, I forgot to mention, yeah, we just used the geometry of the rocket to fly into the sky. It's really cool.
Barely made it.
It's really fun. And mashing A on that rocket will actually make you jump off about 5 seconds sooner. The game just gives you control.
So far, so good. Hey, that's...
That blue hedgehog again, of all places.
I found you. Faker.
Faker? I think you're the fake hedgehog around here. You're comparing yourself to me? Huh? You're not even good enough to be
I'll
my
make you eat those words.
Alright, this is Shadow 1.
to play games.
He will react to your position very, very heavily. If your position is just a little bit off, he'll do something different. That was a very good Shadow 1 with that strat.
Do you know who I am?
That's not the best strat there is. There's definitely much, much better strats. I just haven't actually learned them, to be quite honest. But they only save like 0.4 or so over that strat. If you do that strat right, that is.
Shadow, what are you doing? Hurry and get back here right now before the island blows up with you on it!
Blows up? Gotta get out of here. Find Amy and Tails. Right away.
Yeah, we gotta go save Amy and Tails. I guess the story up to this point is that Sonic was, like, arrested, and then he was imprisoned in, like, basically Alcatraz. He was pretty much put in Alcatraz. Then Tails comes along and breaks him out. Now the government wants them dead. You know, Amy and Tails are on this island that Eggman is about to blow up. Like, a lot of stuff's going on. Anyways, this is Green Forest. We're going to be utilizing something called storage here. Quite a bit. Very extensively. Basically, storage is when you store, messed up. Being in between the spin dash and the somersault state. So, basically, Sonic will have the, properties of being in the somersault state, which is he's gonna start a spin dash, you know, relatively quickly. He's going to be able to hurt enemies, you know, all that stuff. We can also do something here. I messed it up a little bit. There's a light dash that you can do there. You have storage. Apparently I can get speed shoes, like, I can get double speed shoes. Who wants double speed shoes? I want double speed shoes. I don't want double speed shoes, but I want double speed shoes. Alright, this is Bungee Skip. Bye-bye, Bungee. You just skip having to take a Bungee. Alright, so I have double speed shoes. This is, like, really something... The speed shoes, like, increase your speed, as the name would imply. When you have double speed shoes, you go incredibly fast when you actually get a chance to speed up. Oh, 146. That is very, very decent for me. That's pretty decent. Yeah, I'll take that. Nice. There are some other strats that I don't do. You can, like, run up the wall. A whole huge tree. That saves, like, 10 seconds. I wish I could have shown off what double speed shoes can let you do, but didn't get a chance. Yeah, but oh yeah, Bungee Skip. We just jump around an invisible wall. That's it. That's all there is to it. They just didn't extend it far enough and we can move around it. It's really silly.
There's no time to lose. I have to hurry and find the Master Emerald.
So we gotta go find the Master Emerald again. So we just skipped a cutscene there. Basically what you do there is, the game can only like have one text box at a time, basically. And so what we do there is we interrupt the text box of the cutscene with the text box of the hint popping up, which is actually a little bit delayed. So we can, you know, do that rather nicely. A little bit rough RNG. First two pieces were very good. The third one's a bit out of the way, though. Still, 40. Oh, 40 something. Yeah, 44, not bad. Definitely not bad. I'd say that's about average. Yeah, in the Knuckles levels, you know, once you reach a certain point, there's nothing really much more that you can do than hope for good RNG. I'm currently not at that point. My movement in Knuckles and my piece knowledge could actually be improved greatly. You know, just by doing more of it. With Knuckles, like, it's the most intimidating part of learning to run. But it actually ends up not being that bad. You can take it as slow as you want, really. It's just a matter of how much you're willing to put down the time for it, you know, as long as you don't get burned out, and yada yada yada. So this is Mission Street. So after, you know, breaking out a maximum security prisoner, Tails decides to go ravage a city. Not gonna do an upgrade wait. An upgrade wait there is basically you just wait a little bit, and the cycles in the level still move, but the in-game timer pauses. We go by in-game time. That strat actually wastes no RTA, but saves a decent amount of in-game time. So I'm using something called hover jumps here to get a bit more height than you might usually get. All a hover jump is pressing A and then pressing A again. That's it. But it actually gets you, you know, a good amount of height. If you see me pausing, that's because I'm not comfortable making that jump, like, with my own ability to just double tap. There's also a little bit of a side effect of pausing with a hover jump, where if you press A on the first frame that you unpause, like after... Oh, shoot! That's very unfortunate. That's, well, that happens. Anyways, as I was saying, you can get, like, the normal max jump height. Because normally when you do a pause hover, or a hover jump, you have to stop pressing A to press A again. But the game doesn't really think that you've, like, I guess, not done the hover, like the hover frames, which is basically how it makes you jump higher by holding A more. Alright, we're just gonna play this a bit safe here, after getting bullied. So it looks like we got this good old half cycle. Yeah, they're half cycle. Not even first cycle. It's better than first cycle by a half. You can get zero cycle. I think the task gets like -1.5 cycle or something ridiculous. Yeah, some of the Tails levels have some cycles in them, 2 of them actually. And they're interesting because the best ones that humans can really reliably get require really good movement and execution to actually reach. So it can be rather challenging at times. Yeah. So like you can get, there are a lot of people who can get zero cycle on that stage. It's really hard. I can't really pull it off. Maybe one day. So yeah, the reason it's named that way is that like we thought first cycle was the fastest, then somebody did something faster, then somebody did something faster again. I think the TAS also had something to play in it. Well, like a TAS of this stage.
I gotta do better next time.
And people just over time have gotten a lot better at the game. And so, you know, the skill cap and everything has really improved and gotten a lot higher, so it could be rather difficult sometimes. Or not difficult, but like rather, you can find a lot more stuff that relates to just being fast sometimes. Anyways, I'm gonna be doing some free piece checks in the opening of this cutscene. I didn't happen to see any. Ooh, okay, let's see what we get. I'm not gonna risk that. I'm really not. That piece can spawn some really horrible piece combinations. I've gotten some really atrocious stuff from that thing. Yes, a free piece. Ooh. Oh, come on, please be something in there. Come on. I'll take it. That's good. I messed up. Whatever, I'm just gonna do the clip. I was trying to do a wall run there. Or I'm not gonna do the clip. Oh my gosh. There we go. This could have been a bit better. Well, a 41 is definitely not bad, but I have to chalk that one up to good RNG. One's a -1.5 cycle. Or negative half cycle. Sometime between now and never. So yeah, now we got the driving stage. We're actually going to be doing something, it's a little bit screechy, but we're just going to be drifting. Help us maintain our speed.
It must be over there. Let's go. I'm getting closer.
Yeah, we're going fast. Basically, the drift allows us to remove the flat ground's like ability to decelerate us. Hitting cars, walls, and going uphill will still slow us down. But like just being right here, we can maintain constant speed of the boost, which is really nice. I missed those. That's a shame. I hit a car. I'm actually going to use this boost early. Normally you would wait until going up here, but I was going really slow, and you don't lose too much speed for too long as you go downhill again. I just decided I had to make a trade-off, and that was the choice I made. Yeah, this is actually deceptively hard, or I guess not even hard, but focus-intensive level. So you gotta focus on a lot of stuff. Collecting rings, not hitting walls, not hitting cars, just a whole bunch of stuff going on at once. Using boosts in the right place. It's a lot of stuff. Okay, fun fact, if I had hit that car, I would have died. So if you hit a car while the car is despawning, at the end of this level, the cars just kind of like disappear. If you hit a car while it's doing that, instead of just despawning the car, it will despawn the entire level from underneath you, and you will fall to your death and have to start the entire thing over again. It loses 2 minutes. It's hilarious but tragic at the same time. This is Hidden Base. I mentioned, I talked about the hover jumps, right? Well, we're gonna use them a bit more here to a bit more of an effect. Now let's go for something here. Oh well. No, that's a shame. Alright. You're supposed to jump off that wall so you don't have to break down that door I just did. But it's not the end of the world. So yeah, we just did a hover jump, pause hover, and just kind of flew over that way. Now we're doing a hover jump over here. Whee! Oh yeah, now we're doing one over here. That one here. Also one here. Why not one more here? Got bullied a bit. Why the heck not right there? Hey, maybe here too. Whee! So yeah, hover jumps. Getting more height than they thought you could. Really broken. They cut a lot of corners while programming this game. This applies to the collision as well. This game was like made in like what, a year or two, I think it was. So yeah, because of that, they tended to just be like, okay, we built the collision here high enough. You can't normally get over this. We're just gonna let it be. We need to move on to making other stages. Well, apparently you can get enough height, and it breaks everything, as you saw there. Hidden Base is actually my favorite level in the entire game, simply because of that. I love, like, whenever in a speedrun, you break everything, like, here and there in very little ways that save a bit of time, and it really adds up in the end, that kind of stuff. Anyways, this is Pyramid Cave. This is one of the hardest, casually, and one of the hardest in a speedrun. This is a very movement-heavy level. And we get the best power-up for Sonic here. It's the Bounce Bracelet. And I'll tell you why it's the best when we show it off. So then, if you don't know, I'll let you wonder. Ooh, nice. Good time. Whee! That may not have been too obvious. Let me show it again. Oops. Whee! So yeah, that's one of the reasons Bounce Bracelet is the best upgrade in the game. Super bounces. Oh yeah, we're gonna do something here. First try. It's a bit precise here. There we go, second try. That's door skip. We just kind of go through a gap in the collision in the door. It's great. But yeah, super bounces are basically, for whatever reason, whenever you're next to a wall and you bounce in front of it, any horizontal memento that you have will be transferred into vertical momentum. Oh, and, you know, I'm going to be showing off a little bit of why it's another reason that it's one of the, you know, the best upgrade in the game. Whee! Yeah, that. That's a gravity bounce. Basically, in this game, whenever you're, like, on a, like, anything that's, like, shifted, like a ledge, or maybe even a curved rail, it doesn't just, you know, make Sonic look like he's turned, it actually changes his gravity. And given enough speed, you can maintain this. This is, you know, like that one wall run in City Escape that they had. You can do it there. And, you know, it's kind of how that works. But we can abuse the heck out of it when it comes to Bounce Bracelet, as you saw just there. That's Pyramid Cave. Then we got Death Chamber. This is the most infamous of the hunting stages. It's also the one with the most knowledge put into it. Runner by the name of Dark Pro, who is also the world record holder, has spent, I don't even know how long in this stage just figuring out how it works. Like figuring out the piece algorithm, how that all works, like just by testing stuff and like just, you know, even creating own pieces and like, you know, they reacted exactly how he thought they would and all that stuff. It's really cool. He's developed a whole bunch of science and strats for this level. That's all the way over in, Green Room. That's really far off from here, so I'm just gonna take Knuckles' life right quick. See what we get. In the treasure chest. That is in Blue Secret, ain't it? So we're gonna go over to Blue Secret. Now, you might be wondering what the heck I'm doing. I'm doing something called Booty Clip. Yeah, that's the strat's name. It's great, isn't it? Okay. The only reason I made that is because I did a glide break. Basically, you break Knuckles' glide and then start it again really quickly. This allows you to maintain height a bit better. That was really close. But yeah, it's called Booty Clip. The reason for that is, well, Dark Pro, the person who found it, that was the Dark Pro, calls the piece that is inside that box, which is called Beauty and the Beast, he calls it Booty and the Beast. So, you know, it makes sense if you use a clip during it that you would call that Booty Clip, right? So, RNG was not too kind to me in Death Chamber, and my execution was not the best in the world. Yeah.
Yeah, this is perfect.
But, you know, I made it through, and, you know, a 115 is definitely not the worst. We'll take it over, like, a 130 or something ridiculously dumb.
Huh? Who's there?
Yeah, if you wanna... Like, yeah, with Dark Pro, like, he's,
Ghost?
done a lot of cool stuff in this game. And especially in regards to, like, Knuckles and helping us understand exactly how it works. Yeah. Anyway, this is King Boom Boom. We're gonna kill him. This is a boss. He's actually one of the most important bosses to get right. Messing him up can lose minutes. Yes, I said minutes. Depending on how you mess him up, and if you keep going. We kind of need to get him in one cycle here, or else we're going to be losing a chunk of time. So normally, you know, he's supposed to just kind of not let you hit him again. But, like, by cutting off a little bit of the inside here, we can kind of catch up to him and just keep punching him. And that is Boom Boom. Damn. Alright. So, from the most important boss to not mess up, to the hardest boss in the entire run. It's kind of a pretty ruthless gauntlet, if you think about it. Alright. We're gonna go normal strats here. There we go. Just in case. Oh no, messed up. Okay. I have actually never done that before. That's a new one. That was cool. I'll take it. Okay, we got him. That's a third hit. Let's be greedy and go for another. Oh boy, you got it. I really hope he doesn't ballerina now because of that. Nice. Ah, I messed up.
Nice try, Rocky.
Yeah, pretty much. There's gotta be one for each speedrun, right? The marathon, after all. Actually, I think that was Mustache who ended up finding the method that we use now, if I'm remembering correctly. Don't take that 100%, but like I remember hearing that. I ended up messing up the swag finish. You can actually hit him once you kind of. Oh no, messed up bad. Nope, that sucks. Once you kind of like kill him, and you can gain control in the end. Anyways, this is Eternal Engine. Basically, we're gonna be jumping or hovering in front of these doors to slow ourselves down just enough to hopefully not bonk on them like I did there. It's a really, it's very similar to like the thing in. Because I'm mind sacrificing a bit of speed to maintain most of it. That was really silly, eh? Which was being rude. So yeah, unfortunately, due to dropping down, I'm not really on a good pace. But, oh well. Let's just, play the level. Anyways, yeah, so we use hover jumps here too. Like, once you start speedrunning the game, it's kind of hard not to do a hover jump, like, instinctively whenever you need to go somewhere with Tails that, like, has any distance. They expected you, for whatever reason, to wait, until Tails is starting to fall to hover, like, time it or something like that. That's, like, annoying, right? We don't do that. We actually shoot that guy there because if we don't, he will hit us. Shooting Artificial Chaos with, like, the cannon will basically make them docile. They'll, like, hide. They'll be really defensive. There we go. So yeah, what are levels and why would you even play them? This is Eternal Engine skip. So we just kind of clip out there. We use the door to force us out. There's like other methods. Yeah, we're just gonna fight at the end. And then we go off here, and we go into the gold ring.
I did it!
And we beat the level. Yay!
I gotta do better next time.
So I tried to do a little bit of like hovering to the tune, but I kind of messed it up a lot. Sorry about that. So yeah, now we got Meteor Herd, the last hunting stage. Good first piece. Go in for 7 piece. Okay. Thanks, Knuckles. Get on it. Nice second piece. Nice. RNG was very kind to me here.
It's closer. I found him.
Sub 40 is very good. For me, at least, when it comes to this level. It's definitely above average. That was really nice RNG there.
This is perfect.
This is Rouge.
Long time no see, treasure hunter. Did you find my emerald?
That's a good one. Your emerald. Talking to you is a waste of time.
Very well. If that's how you want to play, I will take it from you.
So yeah, Rouge is docile when you're like in the air after you hit her. So by doing that, we can just pretty much guarantee that we won't ever get hit by her. You can actually do this fight in less than 15 seconds if you do like a different strat. I'm not exactly sure how it works though. This is crazy gadget. This is, in my opinion, the hardest stage. Even though we skipped like a large amount of it. At least I do. Not everybody does this. It's actually a really cool stage movement-wise without skipping it. There are two versions of the skip. Crazy Gadget Skip Skip and Crazy Gadget Skip. Shout out to Dark Pro for that naming method, by the way. Really helps us out. Yeah. Anyways, I missed that. That's kind of embarrassing. Yeah. Alright, so we just jump up on this ledge. And we die. That's not the skip, by the way. That's not what's supposed to happen. I promise. CGSS alright. Dude, do you want me to sit here for like 4 hours? Let's go. I'll sit here for 4 hours and do CGSS until I get it. It sure takes a ridiculous amount of practice. It's obscene. I practiced like 3 hours and I can't even get it 1 out of 100 times. What's silly of me? I meant to do not that, or not, and not that. That was really weird. I was like, in my mind, I was like, yeah, you're gonna, do a somersault jump here. You're gonna try that thing, because, you do a somersault jump there and still make it up to him. But, nah, I messed up. Anyways, yeah, we're abusing gravity and spin dash jumps. We kind of jumped over a kill plane, and then, went on our merry way with gravity. Kind of finagled our way over here. And, yeah, now we're over here. Okay, this should make it. There we go.
Yes!
And we fall into the goal ring. No, yes. The evidence streamers.
Barely made it.
Yes, I am. Yeah, that was CGS. Not first try. Second try. I'll take it, though. Rather well. That trick can be a real pain in the butt. Like, it can ruin a lot of runs, and it has, definitely. Anyways, this is Eggman 2. He's a lot more dangerous than Eggman 1. With Eggman 2, he's, like... Oh, no, I didn't time anything. So you're actually supposed to hold on to that shot there and time it, so you can get, like, a strat going on. Oh, Jesus, I died. So yeah, that's why he's dangerous, because he's really strong. Yeah, I was kind of just bodied. Alright, so this is good. He didn't actually... But the optimal way to... Oh my gosh. This is embarrassing now. I am so sorry. Optimal way is that you get him stuck into a corner. I'm just gonna focus on him now so I don't die anymore. Please, avoid it. Oh god. So everything went wrong. There's actually a setup you can do to kill him, but no. Why do setups so you can have, 11 seconds slower fights than they need to be? Optimally, I would have gotten a 14-second fight on the first try, but as Eggman 2 is incredibly dangerous and incredibly aggressive, and if you mess up the strat, things can go wrong really quick. They can go south immediately, and unfortunately, that's what happened. Sorry about that. Please, nice. Harambe is a bad meme. I have very volatile meme opinions, and I will judge you for your meme taste. I'm just gonna let you know. Anyways, this is Final Rush. I'm thinking, like, one really didn't go that well. There's a lot of mistakes. I think I might just mercy kill it. Now let's just mercy kill it. Why not? You're not allowed to die there, Sonic. Are you okay? Buddy. Oh, you've been falling for like over 20 seconds here. You alright? Like, are you gonna die anytime soon? Alright. It's taking a while. What's that? Part of the level? Cool, is this the end of the level? Dude, this is the end of the level, let's go. So yeah, that was a FR skip. That was entirely staged, by the way. I just thought it would be funny. That's the entire reason I did it like that. Basically, you get a gravity bounce, or just get gravity off of the rail in whatever manner. You can do it without a bounce. And wiggle through some kill planes, and then fall to the end. It's actually really incredible, just how we know how to do that. That's fast FR. I'd rather not have to phase through a kill plane. So there's a version of that skip that you had to do before that was found, called Fast FR. Well, that's what it's referred to now. It's about 10 seconds faster, but you literally have to go through a kill plane by having Sonic not exist where the kill plane does. So the kill plane basically just gives up. Well, it's not actually that, but like, the way that this game measures speed is like in units per frame. And that kill plane is a certain amount of units thick. And if you have enough units per frame, you can go through it. At the perfect position, on the perfect frame. Anyways, this is a really bad Shadow 2 fight. He sometimes just bullies you. I mean, really, he just bullies you sometimes. It's really bad. Really, though, it's really bullying me hard. This is honestly the worst one I've had in a long time. So yeah, everything kind of fell apart at the end there. There we go. So yeah, that was about 40 seconds slower than it probably should have been, unfortunately, but, you know, things happen. So yeah, that's your story. What was, my time? Oh yeah, I forgot to say done. On the hit of Shadow, my bad.
Sonic, I did it.
Yeah, the last hit on Shadow is when you do time. I forgot to mention that, my bad.
Awesome job, Tails.
Sonic!
Look outside.
Oh, 42? Really? Oh, you can just look at when I hit the last Shadow hit. 42, I'm happy with that. I was honestly expecting something like a 43 or a 44 out of that run. Like a high 43, it was a 42. Oh, nice. Wow, a low 42. Huh, I'll take it. Nice. Do I have time to show something off? It'll take like 5 minutes. Probably. Is that alright? Do we not have time for that? I guess like my estimate was 45, wasn't it? So like, it makes sense that we wouldn't have time because there's something that would take like 5 minutes. Oh, go for it. All right. So I'm gonna close the game here. I'm gonna warn you. You need to switch to a 16:9 layout. I need to do this in 16:9. This is just how it works. It's as simple as that. But I do need to set up some stuff first. Second here. Because when I have this, yeah. Give me a little bit. Up right quick, and we can. Let me get set up. All right. Work. Don't crash. This game has a tendency to crash on boot up. Yes. All right. Alright, here we go. So we're gonna do something pretty fun. I'm gonna fix where this is all positioned and whatnot. Here we go. So yeah, we're gonna go into this file right quick. I have something somewhere for this. And yeah, so we're going to here. We go into 2-player battle. Yeah, we're gonna go into 2-player battle because that's fun. There's actually something about this. Don't worry, I'm not just like memeing. Let's go Sonic Shadow. That's a classic couple, ain't it? So yeah, we're gonna go there. That I put thing somewhere, might be. Don't worry about that. Here we go. We're gonna go into Green Forest here, or White Jungle. My bad. We gotta set our battle options first. Off, off, and this. Okay, should be good. And we go to White Jungle. Let's go to White Jungle. I like White Jungle.
Let's do this.
Let me show you my real power.
So yeah, we're playing 2-player because 2-player is fun, right, guys? So we're gonna beat up Shadow. Man, I have not played this level in a while. Or actually, I have played it pretty recently, but just don't worry about it. This level is actually pretty cool. This is actually, I like this level a lot more than Green Forest. It's just like better. It's just better made. I'm not used to all the stuff that you get in 2-player, like all the speed ups. They're pretty cool, right? Yeah, Shadow is just like sad that like he's like really depressed that he doesn't get to see Maria. Don't worry, we give him a little bit of help there, right? See? Giving a help. Right? I might need some help. I'm playing really bad. Oh! Okay, some loops don't kill you for holding up and others do. It's really bad. It's one of the things I would point out as one of the worst design flaws in this game. One of them. There are plenty of bad ones. I only like the game because of nostalgia goggles, and I'll be the first to admit it. Okay, can we get up? Cool. So yeah, we're really slow. I'm sorry about that. We should be coming up in the end right about here. Should bring me to the end. Probably. Alright, here we go. We did it. Alright. We're gonna play again. Also, don't worry about the audio. It's fine. I did that actually. I'll lie later. Light shoes are the most annoying thing in the world here. In this level. They're really bad. Oops. Where's my boost pads? Alright. We're almost there. Promise. See, when I said it would take 5 minutes, I meant 5 minutes. It's like, it's not easy. Or not, it's easy-ish, but like it's not quick. I don't think you could do the Taco Shuffle here. There's not the boost pad that gives you enough speed. Taco Shuffle is like a name of a substitute for CE Skip that would put you basically right in front of this goal ring, where it is in 2-player. It's really cool. But unfortunately, I don't think there's a boost pad enough for it. We're just gonna not continue. I'm bored of two-player. Like, Shannon wasn't even trying, dude. Like, you know, so we're gonna just... Oh, let's play some Knuckles. Let's play Wild Canyon. Why not? That was the bird box that was correct. That's the one I wanted in the run. But I got bully box instead. Ah. Try that again. Gotta like do this, right? This it, yeah, okay. Got it. I like Chow. Let's go to the Chow Garden later. What do you say? Sounds like a good idea, right? It sounds fun. Ooh, that's a nice piece. Man, that RNG was actually really good. Just holding a box is a pretty bad piece, but those free pieces were nice.
I found him.
Yeah, this is perfect.
Wait, what's this? This isn't Chow Garden.
Attention all units. Suspect seen heading south. Block all major roads and capture the suspect.
I'd rather flex my knuckles. Hard as knuckles. It ain't hard to chuckle. I break them down whether they knuckles. Knuckles. Unlike knuckles. I'm independent since my first chuckle. First knuckle. Feel the right, then the knuckle chuckle.
So yeah. This is Chowkey Glitch.
It's closer.
So yeah, this is Chowkey Glitch. Chowkey Glitch allows you to put characters in levels that they weren't originally supposed to be in. The way that this happens is that for whatever reason, two-player is inherently linked to the Chowkey. Whatever the last two-player mode you played in a very specific manner, that is, no time limit, no handicap, best 2 out of 3, can become whatever this loads to. So, what I did then was, Chowkey Glitch, like, it's like your distance from the Chowkey, basically. And like, if your camera is stuck behind something, and you're far enough away, from the camera, it won't, for whatever reason, in 16:9, hit, you know, like, turn into the face. It'll just stay the model. In some versions of the game, like the PS3 and the Xbox 360 version of the game, it'll just send you to the test level, if you don't do it with anything. It'll just send you to the Chow Garden in this version of the game, because the test level is inaccessible without cheating. Normally, Knuckles would actually just land at this level, everything would be black, flashing, there'd be a ton of noise, it would sound like a million bombs were going off. So I will admit, I did use Cheat Engine. Cheat Engine has a hack that will allow me to fix Knuckles levels in other characters' levels. So, you know, there's that. Cool, I agree. Can I get over here? I'd really like to get out here. There's an invisible ceiling right there. Ah, shoot. I don't think I can get out. Unfortunately, I don't think I can clip out here, like, get over to where the truck section is. I might be able to do it if I go up here. But if we need to move along, just, you know, cut me off there. Yeah, I can't do it. Oh well. Unfortunately, no clip doesn't work, so I can't go to the end of the level. But yeah, we can get to here. Because you're not getting through that barrier. There's an invisible ceiling and whatnot here. Can't really get through. Rather unfortunate, but oh well.
Try using somersaults to get through tight spaces.
But yeah, that's Chowkey Glitch. That was Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. I hope everybody enjoyed. But yeah, that was, the thing. I'm gonna be done now. if you want to join, like, learn the game, feel free to, like, go on the speedrun.com page for the game and just, like, check out the resources. You got the Discord link in there. Everybody's very, very happy and willing to help out. We love new runners. So if you're considering picking up the game, maybe for the 12-hour challenge coming up or whatever, feel free to do so. Yeah. Like, stop.